I'm Glenn Colley with the Gospel Broadcasting Network. One of the things I've enjoyed doing through the years from time to time is finding men I think are very interesting or distinguished in some way in their preaching and bringing them to the GBN studio to just talk, just hear them talk about their lives and about stories. One of the things that's greatly interesting to me is the fact that there was a time a few years ago, not too many, when debating was a very common practice. It wasn't uncommon at all for crowds of people to gather together to hear two of their preachers who disagreed about some matter of faith, to debate. And those days, sadly, are almost altogether gone. But there are memories that we need to keep fresh and so much to be learned. And so I've invited Alan Hires to come and tell stories about debates. And in several segments here on GBN, we're going to be talking about the stories of the Hires debates. I hope you'll enjoy them.
I had a good friend in Huntington who was an elder in the church. And when the church out there at Poplar Springs in the rural countryside announced that I was going to debate Mr. Brown, he contacted the church out there and said, "What are you thinking? Putting that boy up in debate against that experienced debater." And he was very upset that they had allowed me to sign up for a debate with him. And he came to the debate. He was there every night. And his feet would hardly touch the ground. He was so excited. He said, "This is the greatest thing I've ever heard." So he was won over. And that's when they asked me to come and conduct a meeting for them in Huntington. People can learn from a debate. It's rather a tragedy that you no longer have that. People imply that the reason you don't have debates anymore is because they got out of hand and people got ugly. That may have happened on a few occasions, but it never occurred in any discussion that I was a part of. We had a friendly relationship. We had a good discussion. We each pressed our points, but it was a study of the scriptures from people that held a different viewpoints. And you could see the viewpoints set out. You could see how they were different, and you could see what the scriptures said about each side. Very helpful.